That's what I was thinking. Like, if you're worried, you'd rather be closer to the wall than the pool. Okay, fans, welcome to our first swim meet here of the season as your Hawks are hosting Cannon Cougars, the Charlotte Christian Knights, and the Christ School Greenies. Big change of pace here now as we're going to slide over and see Coach Chadwick talking to his squad. This is his first inaugural season leading your Hawks and your defending state champions, as your boys won another title, state championship last year, and their girls came from surprising fashion to be able to get the title. Again, we are excited here for a new swim season as our boys and girls are getting set to defend their titles here in this matchup. We have on the docket 22 events here for tonight. And again, as we announce lanes, they will run from the bottom of your screen to the top. It does look like event number 1 is going to be our girls 200-yard medley relay. So in lane 2 and 3 are going to be our Charlotte swimmers. Carlin Smith is going to be starting things off here in lane 2, with Charlie Floyd leading things off in lane 3. Cannon School will be, in lane 4, and the Knights from Charlotte Christian will be in lane 5. So now here we're getting set to start our meet. Again, our first one here is going to be Carlin Smith jumping into the pool here in the bottom of lane 2 with Charlie Floyd here right beside her. So again, this is Carlin Smith and Charlie Floyd. And they are underway here. Lane 4, that's going to be Ainsley Smalley. And lane 5, Kelsey Mayers. 200 yards, so each swimmer will go up to the wall and back. Charlie Floyd is going to be the first to touch the wall, putting Ivy Monk into the pool and Lily Lund. Lily's going to be at the top in lane 3. Ivy Monk down at the bottom here in lane 2. There's your Latin swimmers here. This is Ivy Monk. And Ivy's going to now put Ryan Urgart into the pool. And now Ryan Urgart and Lila Connor are in the pool here. Making a turn now is Ryan. She is cruising here in the butterfly for that third leg for your Hawks. And Dorothy Patterson now in the pool with her final leg. And now Avery Schwartz. Hawks are out in the lead. Cannons, Phoenix Brown in second place. This is Avery Schwartz here now, coming to the wall. And Avery Schwartz gets that first win. It's going to be close here in second. It's going to be tight, but it looks like Cannon will get that one. Phoenix Brown followed quickly though. We're going to take a first pause here, but at 1:53:37, check a connection here for one of our timings in the lane. So here now, couple Latin teams will feature lane 3. Aiden Hill is going to start things off. He has Zachary Spicer, George Glassner, and Norvik Klotz in with them. And in lane 7 at the top of your screen, Harrison Short, Aiden Fletcher, Thomas Hamilton, and Chikanga Aniwa will be finishing up here for the Hawks in lanes 3 and 4. Again, we will have 7 teams. Again, fans, we are just pausing here now for some technical difficulties with the timing system. Again, fans, we're just here solving some technical difficulties. All right. We're gearing back up here now with technical. So event number two here is going to place our boys in the medley relay. Okay. Your Hawks are going to be in lane number 3 with Aiden Hill here. Aiden Hill. And at the very top of your screen is going to be Harrison Short. And they are underway. Aiden Hill coming out to a big lead here off the first stretch, going almost 75% of the way underwater, really stretching out that body length. Nice job there by the fantastic junior in Hill. He now gives it up and sends it up over to Zachary Spicer. Spicer's now in the pool here with the breaststroke. He hits the wall and makes the turn. Spicer now in the lead here for your Hawks. Spicer now is going to turn this one down. And that's going to send it over to George Glassner. Glassner now in the pool for the butterfly. George Glassner giving out to a big lead as he edges towards the wall already to make his turn. Glassner makes a turn coming in now to the last 150. We're now going to head to that final leg here of this race as Norby Klutz. Glassner now hands it off to Klutz. Norby now is going to be in the freestyle for the final leg. Norby is just cruising here as he hits the wall. And we're going to now try to capture Norby here coming into that final piece. Trying to lap one swimmer, and Norby Klutz into the pool there at a 137.98. Let's go up to the top of your screen, see if we can grab there. That's Shinkana, who he's able to have a strong finish, and he touches the wall for a third place finish there for your Hawks at 152.79. So your Hawks boys teams taking first and third there with the victories. First place, again, Aiden Hill, Zachary Spicer, George Glassner, Norby Klutz for the Hawks. And then in third place, Harrison Short, Aiden Fletcher, Thomas Hamilton, and Chikanga Aniwala. With the fourth place finish, strong performances there for your 200-yard relay in that medley. We're going to get set quickly here now for the 200-yard freestyle. And we're now underway here. So this will be Phoenix Brown at the bottom of your screen for Cannon, Carlin Smith for the Hawks, and Lila Connor up in the top. Smith and Connor are battling there. Phoenix Brown is right there with her as they come towards the first 50. That is going to be Connor and Smith touching the wall pretty close, really pacing themselves as they both have a body length lead over Phoenix Brown here from the Cougars. So again, at the middle heat, that is Carlin Smith. Lila Connor now at the top of your screen. Connor's trying to extend her lead a little bit as they touch it at the 150 mark. Connor makes the turn heading into the last stretch. And she has Smith right beside her. So Lila Connor here now making her turn coming into the final 50. And this will be Connor for your Hawks coming in to touch the wall. Excuse me, I got my numbers off. Here as we're now heading towards the final 50 now on this 200-yard freestyle. Connor making her last turn, followed up by Smith. And that will be Lila Connor touching the wall unofficially at 2:67. Finished up by Carwin Smith, 2:03.59. Phoenix Brown is coming here for a strong finish for the Cougars. So Phoenix Brown will be coming in to touch the wall at 2:20.24. Next, we will have 6 swimmers in our boys 200 freestyle. Your Hawks are going to feature both Norby Klontz and Wiley Spinner. So Norby will be here at the bottom of your screen with Spinner up at the top. Again, this is Spinner and Klotz. Through the first 25 there. And Normie Klontz is battling there with his classmate, Wiley Spinner, as they both make the turn. It looks like Spinner has a slight lead over Norby. Wiley and Norby are neck and neck as they both make the turn simultaneously. You can tell these two classmates have been pacing and swimming against each other for a long time as they both make the turn. Again, Norby Klotz at the bottom of your screen in lane 3 with Wiley Spinner at the top here as they are both going to make the turn again. Klotz now jumps up to a slight lead. And Norby will be touching the wall. 1:42.06, immediately followed up by his classmate, Wiley Spinner, at 1:43.76. So your Hawks are able to take first and second in the boys 200 freestyle. Strong finishes here. This is from the Greenies. This is Spencer Thompson coming in at the bottom of your screen. And at the top will be Gabriel Zelaya from Cannon. Our next event, event number 5 here, the girls 200-yard individual medley. Lily Lund is going to be at the bottom of your screen. Ivy Monk is going to be right beside her. Cannon will then have Lauren Holler, and Charlotte Christian will have Kate Darling. So again, your Hawks, the bottom of your screen here, Lily Lund and Ivy Monk. And Ivy Monk with a slight lead on Lund here as they first touch and now go to the second leg of this individual medley. Ivy Monk extending her lead again now here on the backstroke. Again, she has Lily Lund in second, trailing her. And now they are both into the breaststroke. Ivy Monk first to make the turn. And Ivy's going to be going into the fourth leg here, the freestyle. A big lead she's extending here now. Lily Lund now is the second to touch the wall, followed up by both the Knights from Christian and Cannon. But Ivy Monk, seat time at 2:06.48. I don't think she's going to surpass that one, but she does touch the wall at 2:12.19. Polishing up behind her here, this is Lily Lund. Lund is coming in, and she's going to touch the wall with a second place finish of 2:23.69. So again, and the Knights will finish in third, followed up by the Cougars. But your Hawks are victorious. First and second there in the girls' 200-yard individual medley. We're going to have a number of swimmers here in event number 6. This is our boys' 200-yard individual medley, but we have 8 swimmers. Your Hawks are going to be featured in lane 3, which is Zachary Spicer, and lane 7 near the top of your screen in George Glassner. And through the first leg, Spicer and Glassner are just pacing off of each other as they head into the backstroke. Again, Spicer and Glassner. Spicer now in the lead here in the backstroke. He looks like he has Glassner right behind him at the top of your screen. Spicer the first to touch the wall in the backstroke, followed by Glassner as they now make the turn and come into the breaststroke here now. That is George Spicer in lane 3, the first to touch the wall. Glassner now being closely followed behind him, though. Glassner has Maxon Breedza from Christian right there on his heels and makes a pass on him. Zachary Spicer, though, first to touch the wall going into this final leg into the freestyle. Followed up there, heat 5. That is James Terraporton from Cannon. George Glassner up ahead of him. It's going to be close. Zachary Spicer first to touch the wall. He's going to try to come in here. Let's see if we can get both swimmers here now into this. Again, this is Maxon Breeza from Christian and Spicer. But Zachary first to touch the wall. Immediately followed in lane 6 there by Maxon Breeza, and in lane 7, George Glassner. So your Hawks take first and third with an awesome swim there by both Zachary Spicer and George Glassner. Spicer coming in at 2:03.66. Glassner coming in there at 2:07.67. So after that event now, we're going to have some quick ones here. All 8 lanes. This will be the girls 50 freestyle, so a quick up and back. You have Haley Kim in lane 3 and Kaya Sakanati up at the top in lane 7. So let's keep an eye here now. Lane 3, it looks to be lane 4 though. Ainsley Smalley from Cannon is going to be bringing this one quickly. So that is lane 4, lane 2, and lane 3. Ainsley Smalley, Porter Barnhart from Christian, and then your Hawks, Haley Kim, are all able to touch the wall for the medal round there, or excuse me, in heat number 1. Heat number 2, Cassie Rattery is going to be in lane number 3, and Zoe Panzo, will be up at the top in lane 4. So Cassie and Panzo for your Hawks. Had the privilege of having Cassie Rattery in class last year. Phenomenal student. Also have the opportunity of having her sister right now. And it is just in the bloodline as they are fantastic swimmers and student athletes here on Charlotte Latin's campus. That first heat there, or second heat winner, goes to lane 4. That is Charlotte Christian, Sarah Tredenbach, who is able to get that touch there. Second place touch goes to lane number 1. That's Cannon Alterton Whirling, who was able to get the touch. We're going to move to lane 3. Caroline Ooze is going to be at the bottom of your screen here in lane 1. At the top of your screen, you'll have Clara Juckett in lane 7 and Riley Hill in lane 8. So Hawks featured on the bookend at both lane 1 and lane 7 and 8. Again, a quick up and back here in this 50-50 freestyle. And it looks to be close here, but both lane 8 and lane 1. Lane 8, Riley Hill. Lane 1, Caroline Ooze. Both of your Hawks were able to get. It's going to say that was lane 8, 3107, Riley Hill. 3 Latin swimmers all in this one. Lyden Clark will be at the bottom of lane 2. Lily Clark will be in lane 3. And Morgan Smith will be up top in lane 5. So Lyden Clark, Lily Clark, and then Morgan Smith reading from bottom to top of your television screen. It will be Lily Clark, the senior, as she's out ahead here. Followed up quickly by Morgan Smith. And that will be Lily Clark making the first touch at 28.61, quickly followed by 28.60. Fantastic 50 free swims there by all 3 Hawks swimmers there in heat number 4. We're going to now move to the boys' side where we have 5 heats here. So this one will be our first heat. Latin swimmer is Aiden Fletcher up at the top in heat lane number 7. Again, a quick up and back for this 50 freestyle. First to touch is lane 5. That will be John Kroll from Cannon. And lane 6, Tyler Wolf from Charlotte Christian, grabbing first and second there in heat number 1. Heat number 2, Aaron Dunnigan will be at the bottom here in lane number 1. Dylan Farrow will be in lane number 7 for your Hawks. And this next heat, that is Dylan Farrow, 26-13, as he was definitely able to improve on his time there. Dylan able to come in 26, unofficially 26-13. Heat number 3, Latin swimmers we have down here in the bottom, lane number 1, that's Chinnicup. Lane number 3 will feature Alex Roberts. Lane number 5 will be Tanner Willett. And lane number 7 is Merritt Backerman. and they are in the pool. So as they now come in, that looks like it's going to be lane number 4. That's Volve Langton from Christ School, first to touch the wall there, unofficially at 28:01. Heat number 4, your Hawks will have Colin Degenhardt in lane 3, Nicholas Willett in lane 7, and Maxwell Williams in lane 8. Big splash here now in lane number 1. As they both now come through. And this looks to be lane 3 here now. That's Colin Degenhardt. Colin has a slight lead here as we get to the edge, and Degenhardt is able to get the victory there at 30:02 for your Hawks. Our final heat now, 3 Latin swimmers. Benjamin Goldman is going to be in lane number 2. Arthur Cavavachi is in lane number 3. And Thomas Hamilton Cavavacanti. And now those 3 Hawks are into the pool. Again, this is Ben Goldman, Arthur Cavavacanti, and Thomas Hamilton from bottom to top here. Thomas Hamilton in the early lead here. And Thomas Hamilton touching the wall at 26:66. Followed up by Ben Goldman at 33:61 and 39:32. We're now going to move to event 9. Going to be our girls 100-yard butterfly. Latin will have swimmers in lanes 1, Ainsley Hoffman, 2, Avery Schwartz, 3, Ryan Yugerhart, and up at the top will be lane 7, Lucy Rattery. We're now going to pause here. We tried to roll right through all those events. But again, event number 9, our girls 100-yard butterfly. Ainsley Hoffman will be in lane 1. Avery Schwartz in lane 2. Ryan Yugerhart in lane 3. Kelsey Mayers from Christian is going to be in lane 4. Ava Cardwell from Cannon in lane 5. Porter Barnhart from Christian in lane 6. And Lucy Rattery in lane 7 for your Hawks. Okay, we're getting set here now. And we are underway and in the pool. Again, this is the girls 100 butterfly. Kaufman, Schwartz, Yergehard, and Rattery, Lucy Rattery. As they come up, making a turn. And it looks to be first to touch the wall, lanes 4 and 5. That's Kelsey Mayers from Christian and Ava Cardwell from Cannon. First hawk to touch the wall is looking to be number 3, Ryan Yergehart. Both Yergehart and Porter Barnard from Christian are battling for that third position. It's coming down here close to the wall, as it looks like it is going to be lane number 4, followed by 5. And then it is closed for third. That's going to go to lane 3 for your Hawks. So Kelsey Mayers from Charlotte Christian, Ava Cardwell from Cannon, and then Ryan Yergehart from Latin are able to get first, second, and third here in the 100 butterfly. In the boys 100-yard butterfly, we do have Lucas Shaw from Canada at the bottom of your screen. This is going to be George Glassner now here in lane number 2. Aiden Hill in lane number 3. John Barton, lane number 4. Nate Woolwine, lane number 5. Chase Melvin, lane number 6. Bryce Spangler, lane number 7. And Spencer Thompson up at the top in lane number 8. And they are in the pool and underway. Through the halfway point, it is lane number 3. That is Aiden Hill, one of my pre-calculus students. Phenomenal job. I was happy to hear he went toward Knoxville, or went to Knoxville last weekend to tour University of Tennessee. May become a volunteer in his college career as a swimmer. Aiden Hill right now is just cruising through these first portions, and Aiden touches the wall there, 51.72 for a first place finish there. Second place goes to lane number 7. That's Bryce Spangler coming in at 54.82. And then third place is going to go to lane number 3, or excuse me, lane number 2 in George Glassner. So your Hawks are able to take the sweep first, second, and third with Aiden Hill, Bryce Spangler, and George Glassner. I'm not going to say that I've taught all 3 of those students, and that is the common denominator there with that winning formula here in the pool in the 100 butterfly. Heat number 2 now, we do have Ben Spiegler, Thomas Hamilton, and Harrison Short all in the pool for your Hawks. That is going to be lane number 5, Harrison Short, first to touch the wall. He's followed up there by Brent Spiegler. So now making the turn coming into the final portion here. I believe this is going to be Harrison Short. Harrison Short coming in, touching the wall at 57.05. Followed up here in lane number 2, that's Spiegler at 104.22. And third place in this heat will go to Tyler Thompson from Christ School. Next are going to be our girls in the 100 freestyle. For your Hawks, we have swimmers Charlie Floyd in lane number 3, Lila Connor lane number 4, Dorothy Patterson towards the top in lane number 7, and Haley Kim all the way at the top of your screen in lane number 8. Again, this is the 100 freestyle. As they now and both Charlie Floyd, Lila Connor are neck and neck. They do have Ainsley Smalley from Cannon on their heels. But again, this looks like Charlie Floyd, Lila Connor both making the turn. Looks like Floyd trying to catch up to Connor. Connor looks to have the lead. Lila Connor coming in. Connor touches the wall first, followed by Floyd. Connor coming in at 55.01, and Floyd coming in at a 56.40 as your Hawks take first and second in heat 1 of 3 in the 100-yard freestyle. Heat number 2 in the 100-yard freestyle, Mary Kate Kaiser is going to be in lane number 3. Caroline Sagasparin is in lane number 4, and Fiona Harper will be towards the top of your screen. Those are the 3 Hawks in the pool here in heat number 2. Solid races here now for your swimmers as they are now coming into the wall here to make that halfway point. At that halfway turn, it looks like Emma Turnhill from Cannon in lane 1 here at the bottom of your screen is in the early lead. And that will go to, lane number 6. Lauren Dixon from Charlotte Christian was able to get that lead. Second place did go now to Emma Turnhill. So now in this third heat, we will have 3 swimmers. Actually, it looks like heat number 2 is not going to have any, so it will be 2 swimmers. In Lily Clark at the bottom of your screen and Zoe Panzo in lane number 4. So again, this will be Clark and Panzo going at it here in this freestyle. Clark touches the wall first. Zoe right behind her, though, through the first 25. So there's Clark and Zoe now both making a turn at the 50-yard mark. Both swimmers making a solid run here in the freestyle. Clark makes her turn at the 75-yard mark. She's working her way back. Zoe makes the turn now at the 75-yard mark as they are both coming in here towards the finish. It looks like Clark is going to touch the wall at 106.44. Solid finish here now also from Zoe. And Zoe Panzo now touches the wall. Not unofficially, don't have a time there, so they're going to have to go to the clock. And there it pops up at 120.99. So a solid race from both Hawk swimmers. Next is going to be the boys in the 100-yard freestyle. So they're going to move quickly here. No Hawk swimmers, though, in this first of 4 heats. And as they make the turn, this is 2, 4, and 6. So Tyler Wolf from Christian, Jake Landis from Christ School, and Alex Joe from Christian. Again, every time we read, it's from bottom to the top of your screen. So as they come in here to the finish, this does look like Tyler Wolf from Christian will be the first to touch the wall, followed up there by lane number 4, and 0.05 of a second later is lane number 6. So Jake Landis will get second place. Alex Joe from Christian by 0.05 of a second unofficially gets that third place finish. Heat number 2 will have a couple Hawk swimmers. Alex Robinson will be there for lane number 1. Dylan Farrow will be in lane number 5. And Nikhil Ashray at the top of your screen in lane number 7. Again, this is heat number 2 of 4 in the 100 freestyle. We will let fans watching here. Our next event will be the girls 500 and the boys 500. We're going to swim the 500 simultaneously in both our girls and boys. That will be our next event coming up. Coming here now, this heat finish that is credited to lane 6, Noah Wright from Christian. Second place would go to Dylan Farrow in lane number 5 for your Hawks. Unofficially 59.41 for Dylan in that 100 freestyle. So the final heat here now. Heat number 3 of 4 is going to feature Christ School and Charlotte Latin. Latin will have Tanner Willett in lane number 5, Arthur Cavalcanti in lane number 7, and Colin Degenhardt at the top. And that heat, though, does go to Vovi Longden from Christ School. Kim. Final heat here will feature 4 Latin swimmers. Peter DeSalio, Maxwell Williams, Ben Goldman, and Nicholas Willett. So in the bottom here now, you have Maxwell Williams. Peter DeCilio will be in lane number 2. Lane number 4 will have Ben Goldman, and Nicholas Willett will be at the top of your viewing screen here in this final heat. And here now in this final heat, this is going to go to lane number 2, Peter DeCilio. He touches the wall at a time of 105.94. Followed up there by Nicholas Willett. Willett's going to touch the wall 115.11. Ben Goldman touches the wall at 118.10. And Maxwell Williams are going to come in at 122.04 to a celebration of his teammates there. So again, fans, now we are going to swim both our boys and girls 500 simultaneously. At the bottom of your screen, Lily Lund will be in lane number 1. Alex Fox for Cannon will be in lane number 2. Carlin Smith will be in lane number 3. And then up towards the top, Norby Klotz will be in lane number 5. Davis Moorhorn is the greenies in lane number 6. And Wiley Spinner is going to be in lane number 7. We're just going to try to zoom out here and get the best view we can of the pool for this 500. And that is the bell on the boys' side. Norby Klotz just absolutely cruising here. Let's try to go over to Norby here. See if we can get this final 25 as Norby Klotz coming in 4:28.42 as Norby Klotz just cruising there with a great time, 4:28.42. Followed up immediately there in lane number 7, Wiley Spinner, clocking in a 4:45.26. Looks like here on our girls' side, I believe this is Carlin Smith. And Carlin Smith takes it for the girls, coming in at a time of 5:34.10. And it does look like here we will have, I believe this is Lily. We're going to follow Lily here into our final round. And Lily comes in, touching the wall there at 6:12.45. Again, phenomenal swims there from all of our swimmers. Definitely not something that I envy anyone doing in a pool, is that 500-yard swim. After the 500-yard, we are going to move to event 15. This will be 15 of 22. Event 15 will be our girls 200-yard freestyle relay. Latin will have 2 teams in the pool. Haley Kim and Dorothy Patterson are going to start things off here in lane 3 and 4. So again, Kim and Patterson there getting ready to start things off here in 3 and 4 for your swimmers. So here we go now for the girls 100 freestyle relay. Again, the bottom 2 lanes of your screen are our Latin relay teams with Haley Kim in the bottom of your screen, Dorothy Patterson right above her. They're going to hand this off. Morgan Smith is now going to be in the pool, followed up by Ainsley Hoffman. In the lead is lane number 5. That's Cannon. So lane 4, 5, and 6. 6 is first in the pool with Christian, followed by Cannon. And now in the pool is Kaya Serganati. And also lane 3 is Fiona Harper. Harper has the lead over Serganati, but Christian is the relay leader right now, followed up by Cannon. As we head into the last leg, that's Christian's Kate Darling in, Followed up by Cannon, Ainsley Smalley, and Ryan Ugerhart now in the pool, and Avery Schwartz. We go to our leaders here now. That's near the top of your screen where you're seeing that is Christian and Cannon battling for it there. But Christian's going to touch the wall first, immediately followed by Cannon. And then Latin gets third in lane number 4. Dorothy Patterson, Ainsley Hoffman, Kaya Siganati, and Ryan Ugerhart. So now our boys freestyle is our next one. Latin will be in lane 3. This is going to be Bryce Spangler starting it off. Also will be lane 7 with Tanner Willett. Lane number 3 is going to be the first to touch the wall. All right, that's now. And it looks like coming in here now is going to be the final leg. Okay, that's Wiley Spinner now in the pool. He's battling there with number 5. It's going to be John Crawl. So Spinner and Crawl, as you see here, are neck and neck, making their turn, coming into the final piece. Again, this is Spinner and Crawl coming in here now. It looks like Latin is going to be the first to touch the wall. Also, excuse me. Yes, actually, first place, 133.25, will go to your Hawks with a second place finish at 134.15. Next event is going to be our girls' 100-yard backstroke. So Hawks will have a number of swimmers here. Ryan Ugerhart, Dorothy Patterson, Charlie Floyd, Lucy Rattery, and Kaya Siganati. Halfway through, that looks like Charlie Floyd for your Hawks. Kelsey Mayers for Christian are battling. Ryan Ugerhart, Dorothy Patterson following for that third place. Charlie Floyd makes the turn, and here comes Floyd. Floyd is battling there with Mayers. Floyd and Mayers coming in, and your Hawks, Charlie Floyd, will touch the wall first at 101.91, followed immediately up by Charlotte Christian's Kelsey Mayers, coming in at 103.23. Third place there on that heat will go to lane 2, Ryan Ugerhart, clocking in at 108.45. So heat number 2 now. Morgan Smith's going to be at the bottom of your screen in lane 1. Cassie Rattery is going to be in lane 3. Fiona Harper in lane 4. And Caroline Oos up at the top of your screen. It is close here now. Morgan Smith down here in lane 1 and lane 2 featuring Atherton Worldland. And Morgan Smith will be the first Hawk coming in a second place finish there. Followed up quickly behind her there, Fiona Harper in lane number 4. Next will be heat 1 of 2 in our boys. Lucas Shaw is going to be at the bottom of your screen for Cannon. Chase Melvin in lane number 2. Lane number 3 is going to be open. Bradley Campbell, lane number 4. John Crawl in lane number 5. Maxim Brinza, lane number 6. Aiden Hill for your Hawks in lane number 7. And Alex Jarrett. So we're going to follow Aiden Hill here now up at the top towards lane number 7. And that looks to be Aiden Hill in the early lead up at the top of your screen. Let's go zoom in to try to find Aiden here. It's a strong swim by Aiden Hill. You see him make the turn into the final push. And it is going to be Aiden Hill up top here, coming in to touch the wall first. 53-19 for Aiden Hill to get the victory there. Second place goes to lane number 5. That's John Kroll from Cannon. Solid swim, as we've seen both of those swimmers compete against each other all year, and we will see them in state championships in February. But Aiden Hill getting the victory there in heat 1 of 2. Our second heat, Aaron Dunnigan is going to be at the bottom of your screen in heat number 1. Bryce Spangler is going to be in lane number 3. Harrison Short in lane number 5. Chinkana Aniwa in lane number 7. And Ben Spiegler up at the top in lane number 8. Halfway point, lanes 3 and 5 are battling. That's Bryce Spangler, Harrison Short. Spangler on the right side of your screen, Short on the left. And lanes 3 and 5, difference of less than a second But number 5, Harrison Short, just edges out Bryce Spangler there into that heat. Next will be the girls' 100-yard breaststroke. Ainsley Hoffman in lane number 3, Ivy Monk lane number 4, Avery Schwartz lane number 7, and Caroline Sagasta Pereira up at the very top in lane number 8. This looks to be Ivy Monk ahead here. So last one to make the turn, it looks like it be Ivy Monk. Now as she does come in to make that turn, let's come in on her. Ivy is just swimming strongly here. And Ivy Monk is going to take this first heat, touching the wall at a time of 109.73. Ivy Monk with that win here in heat number 1 in the girls' 100-yard breaststroke. Heat number 2, lane 1 is going to have Clara Juckett. Daly Schneck is going to be in there for the Knights. Riley Hill is going to be in lane number 3. Latin also at the top. Mary Kate Kaiser is going to be at the top, and Lyden Clark will be all the way at the top in lane number 8. This looks to be lane number 2, Daly Schneck. First to touch the wall at the halfway point, followed immediately by Clara Juckett down here in lane number 1. And in third is Riley Hill. So that victory there in that heat goes to lane number 2, Daly Schneck from the Knights. Second place finish there is going to be up top in lane number 7, Mary Kate Kaiser. And then third place goes to Riley Hill. So let's now move to event number 20. It's going to be our boys' 100-yard breaststroke. Zachary Spicer is going to be in lane number 3. Aiden Fletcher at the top of your screen in lane number 7. First to touch the wall there is lane number 3, Zachary Spicer. Let's try to go down and zoom in on Spicer here and try to catch his last 25 yards. Spicer touches the wall 103.44 to get the first place victory there. Lane 7 comes in second. That's Aiden Fletcher from your Hawks at 105.22. One more heat here in our boys' 100-yard breaststroke. So Nikhil Ashry will be in lane number 3. Merritt Backerman's going to be in lane number 6. And Peter DeShelio will be at the top of your screen in lane number 7. First to touch the wall there, that will be Nikhil Ashry. So let's try to catch in here now on Nikhil, as it looks to be the early leader here. And Nikhil Ashry will be the first to touch the wall. 119.33. Our final event here now will be the girls' 400-yard freestyle relay. In lanes 2 and 3 will be our Hawks relay teams as you see them getting ready here now. So lanes 2 and 3, this will be Ainsley Hoffman, Charlie Floyd, first into the pool. Next into the pool here now for your Hawks. Coming in here now, we have Carlin Smith, who is just cruising there. Hawks next leg into the pool. That's Carlin Smith. As Carlin Smith now is in, and coming up right behind her, it's going to be Kayla Saganati. Hawks are getting set for their last leg here now. Leaders, Carlin Smith is coming to send Ivy Monk into the pool. This is Carlin Smith now here. Smith is going to touch the wall to send the final leg. Now that is Ivy Monk in the pool. Second place here now, Kaya Saganati coming in. And she's going to let Lily Lund into the pool. Lund is in there now. And your leader, Ivy Monk, for the Hawks. She gets the last 75 yards of her 100-yard portion. And Ivy Monk now. As she comes to touch the wall. And the relay, 3:54.24. 3:54.24 for Hoffman. Floyd, Connor, Smith, and Monk. Let's now go into our next relay team. This is Lily Lund. Lund coming in here now to touch the wall at 4:18.08. And our final relay team, this is Cannon. This is Cannon's Wardling. And a strong finish there for Cannon to come in, 4:52.50. So the final event here, Latin will have two relay teams in the same two spots again in lanes 2 and 3. Bryce Spangler at the bottom of your screen is going to be in the pool first, and Norby Klotz is going to be in the pool in the lane 3. So you got Spangler and Klotz. They are both battling here. This is a tight race through the halfway portion of the first leg, but Klotz is out ahead of Spangler. Bryce and Norby are cruising, though, as they are battling each other and trying to extend this lead through this first of 4 legs. Klotz now, though, is going to put Zachary Spicer in the pool. Spangler's going to put Farrow in the pool. So Zachary Spicer here now, Dylan Farrow are battling each other here in this second leg of the relay. Zachary Spicer extending his lead out as you have Spicer touching halfway through. Here comes Dylan. Dylan's going to touch the wall halfway through. Third place is lane 4. That's Christ School. Fifth is Cannon and Christ School up at 5th and 6th. Okay, let's now go in. We're sitting at that halfway point where now Spicer is going to hand it off to Aiden Hill, and Hill is in the pool for the third leg of their relay. After Hill's in the pool, Dylan Farrow now comes in. Farrow's going to try to touch the wall to hand it off over to Nikhil Ashry, and Nikhil is off and going. Aiden Hill just cruising now as he's through the halfway portion of his leg. And Hill just continues. And this is Aiden Hill here now, just cruising in the lead. Going to try to send this off, though, to Wiley Spinner. And Spinner's in the pool. And Wiley Spinner is in that final leg. Nikhil Ashry is going to come finish off his leg. And Ashry is going to try to get it off to that final piece in George Glassner. Heading back to the leaders now. As Spinner makes the turn, Wiley Spinner here now as your leader in the boys 400-yard freestyle. So Wiley Spinner is going to come and touch the wall at 3:18.15. So now let's go to Glassner. George Glassner is going to try to finish up his leg. George Glassner now comes, and he's going to try to make his final turn. Glassner now does it as he has a big lead here. Second place will go to Christ School. Third place to Christ School. And George Glassner comes in to grab third, with a time of 3:48.53. Second place went to Christ School with a time of 3:43.81. So again, your Hawks are victorious, 3:18.15. Second place went to Christ School at 3:43.81, and then your Hawks took third at 3:48.53. So we will pause here to tally final results and get our finish.